The crescent moon symbol led Emma and Cale to a realm known as the Whispering Sands, a vast desert where the wind carried faint, eerie whispers. The air was dry and scorching, and the endless dunes seemed to shift and change as they walked. As they ventured deeper, they encountered a group of nomads riding on giant, insect-like creatures. The nomads warned them of a sandstorm that devours souls, a manifestation of the corruption that had plagued their realm for years. Emma and Cale pressed on, determined to find the source of the corruption. They eventually reached an ancient temple buried beneath the sand. Inside, they found a massive, swirling vortex of darkness, feeding on the life force of the realm. Emma used the power of the Heart of Ether to weaken the vortex, but it fought back, sending tendrils of darkness lashing out at them. Cale shielded her, taking the brunt of the attack. "You can't save everyone," the vortex hissed, its voice echoing with the same cold tone as the shadowy figure of her grandmother. Emma gritted her teeth. "Watch me." With a burst of energy, she destroyed the vortex, but not without cost. Cale was badly injured, and the realm was still fragile. Back in the hidden room, Emma tended to Cale's wounds. He was weak but alive, and his injuries served as a grim reminder of the dangers they faced. As she studied the map, Emma noticed something strange. The realms they had saved were no longer glowing red, but a new symbol had appeared, a broken shield. It pulsed faintly, drawing her attention. Cale recognized it immediately. "That's the symbol of the fallen guardian. He was once your grandmother's greatest ally, but he succumbed to the corruption. If he's involved, this is worse than we thought." Emma's heart sank. "Do you think he's behind all of this?" Cale nodded. "It's possible. He was powerful, more powerful than anyone I've ever known. If the corruption has taken hold of him, we're in grave danger." Emma clenched her fists. "Then we'll stop him. No matter what it takes." The portal to the fallen guardian's realm was unlike any they had seen before. It was unstable, flickering in and out of existence as if struggling to hold itself together. When they stepped through, they found themselves in a realm of chaos. The sky was a patchwork of colors, shifting and swirling like a storm. The ground was cracked and broken, with rivers of molten lava cutting through the landscape. In the distance, they saw a fortress made of black stone, its spires reaching into the sky like jagged claws. As they approached the fortress, they were confronted by the fallen guardian himself. He was a towering figure, clad in dark armor that seemed to absorb the light around him. His eyes glowed with a malevolent red light, and his voice was a deep, guttural growl. "You shouldn't have come here," he said, raising a massive sword. Emma stepped forward, her voice steady. "We're here to stop you. To save the realms." The fallen guardian laughed, a sound that sent chills down her spine. "You think you can stop me? You're just a child, playing at being a hero." The battle that followed was fierce and brutal. Emma and Cale fought with everything they had, but the fallen guardian was relentless. Just as it seemed they were about to be overwhelmed, Emma tapped into the full power of the Heart of Ether, unleashing a blinding wave of light that forced the fallen guardian to retreat. Back in the hidden room, Emma and Cale regrouped. The battle had left them both exhausted, but they knew they couldn't stop now. As they studied the map, Emma noticed something strange. The broken shield symbol was gone, replaced by a new symbol, a glowing star. It pulsed faintly, as if calling to her. Cale's eyes widened. "That's the symbol of the Celestial Nexus. It's the source of all the realm's power. If the corruption reaches it, everything will be lost." Emma's heart raced. "We have to get there first." But before they could leave, the shadowy figure of her grandmother appeared once more. This time, it spoke with a voice that was both familiar and alien. "You're running out of time," it said. "The corruption is spreading faster than you can stop it. But there's another way." Emma frowned. "What do you mean?" The figure smiled coldly. "You could join us. Embrace the corruption, and you'll have power beyond your wildest dreams." Emma shook her head. "Never. The figure laughed before vanishing into the shadows. The portal to the celestial nexus was unlike any they had seen before. It was a swirling vortex of light and energy, pulsing with the power of 1,000 stars. As they stepped through, they found themselves in a realm of pure light. The celestial nexus was a massive, glowing orb suspended in the center of the realm. It radiated power, but Emma could see dark tendrils of corruption creeping toward it. As they approached the nexus, they were confronted by the fallen guardian once more. This time, he was even more powerful, his armor crackling with dark energy. "You're too late," he said, raising his sword. "The corruption has already taken hold." Emma stepped forward, her voice steady. "We'll see about that." The battle that followed was the most intense yet. Emma and Kale fought with everything they had, but the fallen guardian was relentless. Just as it seemed they were about to be overwhelmed, Emma tapped into the full power of the Heart of Ether, unleashing a blinding wave of light that forced the fallen guardian to retreat.